Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And today, well, I always start with "and today." I don't know why I do that. Check this out. Behind me, we have a greatly improved branch, courtesy of Equinox. You may or may not have seen the live stream that I did where I invited some of my patrons to join and kind of help me out with some of the appearance. We got a little sidetracked with goofiness. Feel free to go watch that 3-hour recording. That's up to you. It's not part of the Let's Play playlist, because honestly, there's really nothing, I don't know, storyline related. We didn't do anything fantastic except for make things look a little nicer and do some goofy stuff and just kind of play around. So I didn't feel like it was a must-watch for Epic Tech fans, but it is certainly a watch if you like to. It's 3 hours of us goofing off. It was myself and Equinox and Commander Kitten, and later on Tyrell joined us, and it was a blast. We had a lot of fun, and Equinox is quite a builder. He's the same guy that made my custom suit, and he does a lot of other cool things, including he's also a patron. Anyway, as we were working, quote-unquote working, we were also goofing off, and the jet chair got a new paint job because we couldn't decide what color it should be, and yeah, that was kind of fun. Some random blocks got painted, including, well, you'll probably see a few other spots around the base as I'm running around, and the landing strip got an upgrade. I do like that branch a lot. It still needs, we ran out of time. We spent 3 hours and managed to do one branch that, like I said, was pretty much all Equinox, but that's okay. I also, after the stream, fiddled around and played with some of the plane parts and kind of came up with this monstrosity that I'm charging one of the batteries right now. That's why all this stuff is here. Sorry, I'm charging the only battery, who says it's now going to be fully recharged in 8 minutes. It's not too bad. I'm sure I drained this battery. I made a battery and drained it into the other one, and now I'm going to break it down. I'm just trying to charge it up. I've got plenty of stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. And actually, I don't even really need to worry about getting that last little bit of battery in there. We're going to... Oh, that totally just ruined my reveal. I just removed all the power from the thing, so those are going to go back up in. And pretend you didn't see that. That didn't just happen. Just act surprised when you see the landing gear appear later, okay? I'm going to show off this really cool thing that you've never seen before. I created landing gear that actually, like, come out and look all kinds of cool. Isn't that neat? That took forever to do, I'm sad to say. But I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, so now all that I need to do is cut this thing free, and I think this will be okay. Ow. I'm just waiting for this to be horribly wrong. Oh, not too bad. Okay. What happens if I hit reverse? It lays back down. Yes, that makes perfect sense. So the back ones can kind of lift, but not the front ones. That's great. Well, maybe we'll take off that way, and I'll probably just need to safety lock or whatever the rotors that lift that, and I'm going to try to get rid of that one block. Put it this way. Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, the sun is coming up, so in a few moments we're going to hop in this thing and fly, but I kind of wanted to give you a quick tour. Obviously you saw the landing gear, which is kind of cool. And I've got a connector on the bottom and a medium cargo container. There's actually room for a large, but the large is ridiculously large. And I decided to remove it. I've got my antenna and my beacon and my gyro in there, and the battery up front, which is mostly charged, and that's about it. And we're sliding. We are sliding. We are rolling backward. Thank you. So I've got ideas for how I want to connect this when it returns, but I can't really execute on my idea until we return and are facing the other direction. So we're going to do that later. While the sun is coming up and we're getting some more light, let me introduce today's... I want to be able to scout out and go around the planet and kind of look around, but I got to tell you, 100 meters per second is not fast. So I've actually installed 2 mods of the day, 2 mods for our 1 mod of the day, and they are Midspace's Small Ship Speed 300 mod and Midspace's Large Ship Speed 200 mod. So Midspace has made a whole series of mods for speed where you can choose both the large ship speed and the small ship speed. And I've gone with 300 as the top speed for small ships and 200 for large ships. And the reason I did that is I wanted there to be a difference to kind of give me a purpose for making different sized ships, and it kind of made sense that a small block would be able to go faster. I thought, maybe. I don't know. Well, you know, they go all the way up to thousands and crazy high numbers, and I don't want to do that because it introduces a lot of bugs and glitchy, weird things that can happen. So by keeping the mod, or keeping the maximum speeds down at 200 and 300, I think we can kind of minimize some of those problems that might happen. But it does mean that our new ship should be able to go at 3 times the speed that it could have gone without that mod. We'll be testing that out in just a few moments. I think it's probably bright enough that we can start flying in that direction and get a feel for how this thing flies. Let's figure this out. Okay, so I want to get... Yeah, let's just go. Okay, oh, I forgot to... Okay, so one of the first things I need to do is bring up my landing gear. Apparently I was not actually flying? Did I even break anything? That was weird. Well, let's let Igor do his repairs and let's try and take this thing off again. Oh, I was being stupid. I had my dampeners turned on. Well, that was dumb. Oh, well, you know. Okay, so I've got those 2 still working. I am really shocked at how little damage actually happened. We're still within range of Igor, so he'll... Hey. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah. Got 2 thrusters forward, 2 backward. Let's do this again. Oh boy. Did I break anything? Okay, let's go ahead and lift up our landing gear. No. Oh, that kind of sucks. Why are those not lifting? And that one just broke off. And I think one is... Yeah. Yeah. Apparently I didn't do my landing gear quite right. I'm just going to go ahead and put the safety lock on. Maybe I can still pull this out. Probably not. No, this is definitely not going to happen. I don't think... What? Oh, my battery's gone? Okay, so I have no power. And yeah, I'm going to die. That just left a crater in the ground. That left just a crater in the ground. There is nothing but a crater in the ground. Well, that was fun. Okay, let's head back to the base. Okay then. Well, we have returned. That was a very short flight. Oh well. I'll have to make something else. I'm not so sure about landing gear. I think maybe landing gear aren't the best option. Feel free to tell me if you've had better luck with landing gear and if I did something horribly wrong. I know that the rotor lock is important, but I couldn't rotor lock until I was off the ground. I mean, like, I couldn't bring the wheels up until I was off the ground, and then I couldn't rotor lock until the wheels were in like in their place. So not sure how that would have gone much better. See, this is one of the fun things about having like tons and tons of material is you can just make stuff and not worry about needing to get more stuff. It's like, oh well, so I lost a few thousand iron. I've got a few million iron. Actually, I kind of want to check how much iron I've got. I've got 6 million iron. See? No problem. I've got crazy amounts of iron. I am, however, I need to probably take out one of the thingamabobs, the barges, and get some cobalt. So let me do that really quickly. Alright, let's get back to making this airplane here while that's gathering ridiculous amounts of cobalt. Okay, like that. Bear with me. Nice. Okay, I'm liking this one. I don't know if you are or not, but I am. Yeah, the old one was getting unwieldily big because of the whole folding landing gear thing. And so I'm kind of liking this. Hopefully it doesn't have negative effect on the flight mechanics, but we'll see. It's a little bit goofy. I'm okay with that. Ah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and throw a repair beacon on this thing and see how it ends up looking. I'm also going to need to get a gyro on this thing, too. Oh, it'd be nice if I could stick it right on the front like that. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know, maybe not. We'll just stick it right on top like this. Yeah, that'll be good. Do your thing, Igors. I had some good suggestions for having, and I kind of wish I had done that now, that I could actually replace a few of these with a large landing gear. Still do that. Let's do that real quick. Because that way, if you know, this thing gets out of control and we've got it set to auto lock, it'll grab it when it hits the end. You know? Right? Yeah, that's correct. And then, yeah, it's kind of got this gap over here, but we can fix that with like a catwalk or something. But what's cool is this thing should kind of catch almost automatically right away. Yeah, it's still blue, so I'm betting, though, that if we were to roll this backward a little bit, it should lock on. No? What just happened? Welcome to Space Engineers, everyone. This is a thing that's happening right now. Sure is. Yep, sure is. I'm going to take a blueprint of this. Let's see what happens if we release that landing gear. So if we hit unlock, yeah, that just fell through and is going to explode on the ground, isn't it? That did not explode on the ground. That passed completely through. That no longer exists. I just love Space Engineers. You know that? I just do. Okay. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and bring back in our airplane. Let's go ahead and stick that right over there. And let's just not do that. Look, we're not going to do this. So, we're going to need some thrust on this thing, both forward and backward. Let's go ahead and put that on. Thinking something along these lines. This was plenty for the last airplane, acceleration-wise. And reverse thrust, we can do up here. This is such a goofy-looking airplane. I love it. Let's fly. Why not? Whoa, this thing's got some get up and go. This thing has no gyros! You know, I called the last episode Crashes and Crashes because the game was crashing and I was crashing. Well, solved the game crashing issues. But apparently I have not solved the me crashing issues. Oh, there's the repair beacon. Here's a part of the wing. Here's just a random large steel tube. That's a little odd. Why is a large steel tube out here by itself? Huh. And then, of course, there's my last failed ship. I liked that design. It just needed some gyros that I didn't think about until we were taking off. And I know you were screaming at the screen saying, gyros, you forgot gyros. Unfortunately, that one was my fault. So we're going to have to go ahead and build that in the projector because I'm going to just reuse that one. Let's get a gyro on this thing. The sound is horrible. What is going on? Is it just because I was standing on it? Oh. I'm brilliant. Okay, so we do need a repair beacon. Yeah, let's just put one right there. Like that. It's like, this is kind of like the sensor package area, you know? Also, there's the plane antenna, which is smaller than the normal antenna. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing. Sweet. Alright, let's see if we can actually make this happen. So we've got No thrusters. Oh, that was all with wheels. Neat. So does that mean that the parking brake works? Hey, the parking brake works. That's cool. Okay, let's go ahead and put some thrusters on here. That would have been hilarious if I had forgotten to do that. I want to see this thing fly. Okay, dampeners off, parking brake off. Let's go. Sweet. It flies. It actually flies pretty dang well. And it says that I could do this for a day. And I'm flying backward at 200 meters per second. Yeah, okay, we're not going to do that. This is really interesting. lot of sliding here. Okay. But we are definitely making some headway. This is cool. I like this. So yeah, it flies like an airplane. If you want to turn fast, you tilt. That makes sense. If I want it, because if I do this, I'm now flying at 300 meters per second to the right. You know, and I'm not really gaining any lift, which means I'm not really dropping. But I'm betting if I do this, yeah, that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay. That works. So there is another mod out there that makes the aerodynamics a lot more realistic. And I know a lot of people have been asking me about that. And yeah, I do intend to install that at some point in time and at least try it out. Right now, I kind of wanted to start simple and, you know, go to more complex later. Landing's going to be interesting. 300 meters a second. Stopping is interesting. This is not as easy as it looks. Okay, let's do this. And that should kind of help me change directions. How does one land this thing? Okay, let's pull a loop-de-loop and see if that works. Like, I feel like it should, but I don't think it will. If that makes any sense. Oh, it did. Okay. So we need to get well under 100 meters per second. And that is not working. Oh boy. Nope. 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 We're losing way too much altitude. Okay. This is going to take some practice. I can see now why so many people have made VTLs. Because a vertical takeoff and landing would be a lot easier. So I think I might throw some vertical thrusters. As I slide around. Hey, this seems familiar. Oh, no. We'll just go ahead and leave this in the plane graveyard here. Turn on the parking brakes. Hop out. Just leave it right there. Okay. That was fun. One of these days we'll actually land one on the landing strip. But not today, apparently. Let's just grab the jet chair and head over to the lifter and see what he's got in the way of cobalt, and we'll call it a day. See, this is the kind of thing that I did not want to do. I lost track of my speed. This speed mod has killed me more times than you know. I'll go get my body and we'll fly the lifter back and we'll make a new jet chair. And this time I won't go plowing into the ground at way too fast. Right? Gotta keep an eye on my speed. See, one of the issues with speed mods is the HUD is only designed for like 100 meters per second, so that's all it shows. It'll show the number, but it won't show the percentage. What is this? Oh, that's part of the jet chair. Wow, that's great. Well, here, give me the uranium and fall to the ground, because I don't need you. How are we doing? Oh my, that's nice. And let's see how well this works. And that beam drill bug is still working. So I'm not perfect on those lines, not nearly as perfect as last time, so we'll see if this functions. Nice. I mean, it doesn't look very good, but we should now be getting cobalt flowing in without a problem. Let's go take a look. We're getting cobalt. Nice. 1.15 million ore should keep us busy for quite a while. That's nice. Very cool. All right. Well, that's enough of that. I think this has been a good episode. If you think it's been a good episode too, make sure and hit that thumbs up button, especially if you want to see more of stuff like this. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notify bell, and as always, I'll see you next time on Epic.